And here we go, guys. It's the start of doing a four-wheel drive conversion from two-wheel drive on a 2004 Jeep Liberty. So here we go. All right, well, today we're starting to remove the two-wheel drive out of the four-wheel drive install. So first things first, you will want to disconnect your drive shaft. You will want to take out these 3 bolts to drop your cross member that sits here. Once you drop the cross member, it is 3/15s for this bolt. For these bolts, it is 2/15s on either side and an 18 over here, and then 15s on all of these bolts that surround this piece right here, which this shaft right here comes out. And once we have that out, we will then clean up everything and put in all of this over here. And that is all a four-wheel drive. Also, there is this bracket that lives here for the exhaust. I just cut it because I'm gonna weld it back. It's easily here rather than cutting my whole exhaust to get that off. So just cut right here on this hanger, undo the 2 bolts, and there's 2 more bolts behind it that you gotta loosen up to be able to take this off. But other than that, we are right there and about to be removing the two-wheel drive piece and putting on the four-wheel drive adapter. Well, after you get it free, you just want to pop it. A bunch of fluid's going to come out of that. But after that, it's just a yank. Remember, when you're doing your two-wheel drive to four-wheel drive, you want to make sure that you get this little piece, because that piece will not fit nor work with the two-wheel drive. You need this little, I want to say intermediate shaft. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you need this piece so that it will fit and adapt. Also, make sure to RTV seal it. And yes, I do something a little weird. I put RTV on my finger, spread it around, let it create a seal, harden up a little bit, and then put a bead down. And then after that, I'm gonna stick this on, tighten it down, and put in the center shaft and attach the T-case. And then from there, it's front diff and four-wheel drive. All right, so now that we've gotten that RTV sealed down to the transmission, all the bolts in place, and that member bolt. So if you're doing the two-wheel to four-wheel drive conversion, this is the two-wheel drive cross member. You have to use it unless you get the four-wheel drive transmission. It's the only way you'll be able to use the other cross member, which is right over there. You can't see it because of the sun, but right at the tip of my finger is my other cross member from the four-wheel drive one. It does not fit. It only allows you to use these 2 holes, and you need to use all 4. So use your two-wheel drive cross member across, and it'll fit perfectly. And there you go. Now just to install the transfer case, replace my hanger here. It goes right here for the exhaust. Right in there, there's a hanger that sits there, you know, the one I cut off. So put that back in. Then I'll be putting on the T-case, and then from all right, so after you have this piece on, the adapter plate, once you get the adapter plate on, do not put this on yet. Make sure you put the T-case on. You get the bottom 2 bolts that are stuck under this, that are hidden by this, installed. Then put the other 4 in. There'll be 6 bolts that hold this whole T-case on to the adapter plate. And you got to make sure that this is off so you can get the bottom two, because I had to take it off and to get the bottom two in because I forgot that those two were hidden by this. So make sure you do not put that on before that. You will regret it. All right. I know I didn't record this. Don't mind those wires, it's my old switches. But when doing this for the conversion, after you remove this plate, which is after you remove the center console, there's 2 screws down in the bottom of the glove box that you need to remove. There's one here, and then there's one up here, right here, which is just a Phillips head. Super easy to do. Then you just pop out this connector, which is your window switch, and this one back here for your windows in the rear. This guy right there. And then when that's done, you're pretty much set free to pop out this plate, which is this right here. It is stuck down pretty good, so remember that. Grab a knife, pry up on it like I did, and it come right out. Then after you get that removed and put the bottom of this in, which has got your bracket on it still. If you don't, cool. Mine did, but it does fit through the hole. And you can snake it down there and put it in there the right way. Connect everything down here first, like after you bolt the bracket on. Bolt the bracket on, then come up here and connect your switch. Well, your linkage, not switch, my bad. Connect your linkage down here inside underneath on the T-case on the bottom side. And then after that, it's just come up here, bolt it in, and put your center console back in, and then you're done. Then it's go find a mud hole and see if it works. Or just put it on your lift. Either one works. Well, today we got the lift in. I didn't record much because it's just me and it's kind of hard to put this in when you don't have a trans jack that works. But yeah, when you put it together and you want to make sure that you put this on, and this on before you put this dang thing in. Makes life a lot easier. And there it is, all up and nice and new, and my shit's dirtier than hell. Don't blame me, I haven't cleaned the underside in a while. So I'll be done once I'm done with this though. Yeah, don't mind that. I don't mind that. New drive shaft is on the way. That's just to test and see if it's working. Gotta add fluid and put in my shafts. All right, so install when you're putting this in. Drive shaft. Put this end in first. Stuff it up there. Then put this side in. And then put that side in. You will thank me later. I'd easier. Also, if you have it out, paint it. It just looks so much better when it's all black. And looks new. Don't mind this. New one's on the way. But there it is. Everything installed. If you can do what I did, I found shorter bolts so I could run these this way with the nuts inside so I don't have to take these off. Yes, there's a shitload of Loctite. I mean a shitload. So, yeah. There you go. The only thing left to do is install CVs, which is, pretty simple. So once I have those, I will show you how to do that quite efficiently and simple. So, have a good one. So after installing the seals in here, yeah, it looks like it's hella angled right now, but it's because it's at full droop and I don't have the 1-inch spacer in here. So if you want to go above 3-inch lift, you want to put a 1-inch spacer in here, right in between this K-member and your frame. So, in your unibody, put a spacer right in there. 1-inch spacer. I'm using 1-inch by 1-inch square tube, and I'm gonna go from here all the way down to here, so it's nice and solid all the way. And then, top her off with your diff fluid. And then, from there, it's finish putting the sway bar back on once it's down on the ground, because I fudged up and forgot to put it in place before the yeah. Put this in before you put these in, so you don't have to do shit twice like I do. Also, while you're doing this diff, make sure that you come back here and check out this diff, and may as well change the fluid. So after that, pretty much done. And this is what it all looks like when 4-wheel drive conversion is done. That's your normal plate. Fits perfectly. Don't mind the Band-Aid, I have a new one coming. Also, make sure your CVs are NIC'd when you put them in, so they're a pain in the ass. And make sure you use your small. Can't see them because I had to bust them out, but I'm getting new ball joints here soon. But make sure you use the flat little guys, and you're gonna need the pin needle to grease your ball joints and to remove your CV when you do that. Yeah, fun times. That one I didn't have to get rid of, but I should. The only thing that's left to do is everything's all checked out. Only thing I have left to do is go up there and pull that lever and pray all of that and that